Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. Tonight, our big main event is going to be Drew McIntyre teaming up with Cody Rhodes to take on Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash. But tonight, to kick us off, we have some women's tag team action as Natalya and Tamina take on Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai. Here we go with our opening bout, ladies and gentlemen. Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae looking to impress in the women's tag team division. But as you can see right there, the Way have recruited, and it is Indy Hartwell making her debut with the Way, Dakota Kai, and Candice LeRae, and take Indy Hartwell under their wing. She's an Australian, very good, young and up-and-coming talent. Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai, and all of the Way of also Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano have been recruiting and kind of looking to take over Monday Night Raw. It seems like that by adding to more of their stable, and I'm being told that the Way have a surprise later on tonight in their non-title match against the Viking Raiders later on tonight. But this could be very interesting. You know, we got Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai. They had a big win in tag team action a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. So we'll have to see how this goes as they will be taking on the tag team champions tonight in a non-title matchup. As now here come your women's tag team champions, Natalya and Tamina. Natalya and Tamina will be a part of Team Raw at Survivor Series, as it will be Bayley, the team captain, with Rhea Ripley, Tamina, and Natalya representing Monday Night Raw. And they will be taking on Team SmackDown. Team SmackDown consists of Charlotte Flair. You have Carmella, Sasha Banks, and Naomi. Sasha Banks is the captain for SmackDown. So we will have to see how Raw versus SmackDown is going to fare. A lot of good back and forth action to be expected for Survivor Series. A lot of big upcoming matches. We're going to see a lot of rivalries come to a head tonight, a part of Survivor Series coming up. But here we go. We've got Candice LeRae kicking us off, and so will be Tamina. Here we go. Well, let's see if Candice can pick up Tamina. No, not the strength and power shown off early, but obviously didn't really affect Tamina too much. Is now Candice LeRae going to show off a little bit of suplex in here. But again, Tamina, it's not much damage. I mean, Candice LeRae, she's obviously a smaller competitor. As that moonsault missing out. Tamina going to look to capitalize here off that mistake. Imagine if losing after that moonsault there. That would have been a big mistake there for Candice, as she's trying to, be a big inspiration for Indy Hartwell. That's be joining the Monday Night Raw roster here, as Natalya getting that tag into the ring here. But like we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, big night here for Monday Night Raw. We are just a few weeks away. Next week here actually is going to be Survivor Series. Next Sunday will be the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Everything is heating up as a dropkick takes down Tamina, and Natalya coming after Indy Hartwell. And oh my goodness, a big punch there. And Natalya trying to send a message apparently to the Way that she does not care, and tossing her right into the steel steps. Apparently Natalya is sick and tired of these up-and-coming women trying to take up their spot apparently. As look at this, Natalya with a nice takedown there of Candice LeRae. But like I mentioned, big night here on Monday Night Raw, as Natalya, is she going to go after Indy Hartwell again here? She's thinking about it, but deciding up against it there. Referee was at a 7. But tonight here on Monday Night Raw, Bobby Lashley will be taking on Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander is part of the Hurt Business. MVP has gotten rid of Bobby Lashley from the Hurt Business and was basically replacing him with Omos. But the caveat tonight is Bobby Lashley and Cedric Alexander's matchup is for the European Championship. So we will have to wait and see how that's going to be going to head tonight, as well as the Way, Austin Theory, and Johnny Gargano. They will be taking on the Viking Raiders, like I mentioned before. You have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Mustafa Ali after a backstage brawl between both competitors backstage. Also, like we mentioned, your main event of the evening, McIntyre and Cody Rhodes going to be taking on your WWE Champion Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash in your main event of the evening. So we got the tag. Here comes Tamina. The way looking pretty good here. Oh, look at, oh my goodness, what a maneuver there from Candice. And now here comes King Dakota Kai. Let's see if she's going to be able to put away Tamina here. Big haymakers from Dakota Kai here. Looking really good here. But Tamina making a big fight. Going to do anything in her power to get herself going. And just like that, the strength and just being able to hard Irish whip her. As, oh God, Tamina. What is she thinking? Oh, I thought she was going to go for a, a super fly splash there. And, oh my goodness, a flying crossbody from the top right to, from up top to the outside. Very, very vicious. And Tamina looking at Indy Hartwell again. I think Natalya and Tamina are going to try and send a message to her, it seems like. Uh-oh. Tamina has something on her mind. It seems like she wants to go after her, but she wants to kind of stay focused on Dakota Kai. Not really too sure what she wants to do. As Tamina now gonna look to send a message to Indy Hartwell. Oh my goodness. Tamina should be focusing on Dakota Kai here. Referee is at a 6. Indy Hartwell, she can't get involved in the matchup in a way of attacking her, or Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae will lose by disqualification, and Tamina and Natalya would end up winning this matchup. So that is not something that, Indy Hartwell wants to do to obviously help out her team. As, Natalya, Tamina. Oh my goodness, Samoan drop neck breaker there. Very, very vicious. Natalya going to look to continue to go to work. I'd try to go for a pinfall off that, honestly. That was pretty impressive. As Tamina going to get that tag back into this matchup. Natalya not really wanting to be in the ring for too long, apparently. Like I mentioned, if I was Tamina or even Natalya at that point, I would have tried going for the pinfall. Big super kick there from Tamina. But again, Tamina deciding not to go for a pinfall. Now she's deciding to, as this may be enough. Candice LeRae breaks it up. But I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. Big night for Monday Night Raw. Big night for Raw and SmackDown coming up at Survivor Series. We have NXT as well, a part of Survivor Series, at least the CM Punk and Triple H matchup. That's going to be huge. As Candice LeRae helping out Dakota Kai. Tamina right back up to her feet, not really affecting her too much. But I just want to say I appreciate all your guys' support, and I couldn't do it without you guys. I know the series is kind of all over the place in terms of uploads, but that's no big deal. It is to an extent, but at least we're getting content out there. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as I do, and we'll see what the series is going to be holding in these next few months with everything going on. Oh, big kick to the midsection from Natalya, then a big clubbing blow to the back. And for some reason, Natalya just does not want to be in this matchup too long, and wants to kind of have Tamina do all the heavy lifting as a DDT spiking Tamina right on her head. Now a swinging neck breaker there from Candice. And now Candice going to go for the pinfall. Was that swinging neck breaker enough to put away Tamina? No. Just a 1.5 there. Candice is going to have to get some more action going here. As, hold on a minute. Submission hold possibly? Yes? No? Oh, it looks like maybe she's going to go for a figure 8 or even some kind of submission hold. But deciding up against it right now is now Dakota Kai going to get the tag. Tamina barely moving right now. Let's see if Dakota Kai can capitalize and try and put her away. We go with that hook of the leg, and maybe enough to put away Tamina. 2.5. So maybe you got to think if Candice LeRae would have pinned Tamina, there could have been a 3 count. Maybe not, but there's precious seconds wasted. Kind of gave Tamina time. As Dakota Kai running kick, but misses. Tamina rolling out the way. Gonna make Dakota Kai pay with that clothesline. Dakota Kai just took way too much time running to get that kick set up, but she didn't take too much time with that kick. And now here comes Candice LeRae. Tamina back up to her feet, taking a lot of damage in this matchup. Natalya hasn't really been in this matchup too long. She'll be in the match for a little bit, but then she kind of lets Tamina do the heavy lifting in this match. Which, I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing per se, but I mean, it'd be nice to see Natalya help out Tamina in the ways of, you know, giving Tamina a little bit of a break. And we saw this earlier. Candice LeRae, did you see the vertical on that big power bomb there? As now pinfall attempt here again. Will this be enough to put away Tamina? No. And you got to think Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae with the victory here, that will get them an opportunity in the future for a women's tag title shot. Ooh, big slap there. Both of these teams are not fan favorites to an extent, ladies and gentlemen, but I mean, you got to root for who do you think deserves an opportunity, and the women's division kind of has just been getting started for Raw and SmackDown, so you're going to see these women kind of fight and claw their way to the top, especially if on SmackDown you got Sasha Banks and Naomi tag teaming together. You got Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai. You got Rhea Ripley, Nikki A.S.H. You got multiple tag teams. Hold on with this pinfall, just a 1 count. But you're going to see more tag teams coming to try and improve this tag team division, even though it just didn't get started. There's now Natalya. What is Natalya thinking? Bouncing her over the top rope and going to get knocked with a big suplex. Takes down Candice, has her in the middle of the ring. And now Natalya again going to go for the tag. She's the freshest woman in this matchup, which is very surprising in terms of, you know, maybe it's their game plan. As Tamina, high risk, high reward situation. Going to go for the cross body maybe. Nope, I thought maybe she, or even go for the Snuka splash, but no, axe handle, very effective as well. Will that be enough to put away Candice? No, just a 1 count. This is a great way to open up Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. The very new tag team division for Raw and SmackDown, having these women's matches kind of see where they're at with Natalya and Tamina. Obviously, they won them at Hell in a Cell. That big pay-per-view where Tamina and Natalya would actually go on to defeat Shotzi and Tegan Knox in a ladder match to be the first ever tag team champions. Tag team championships will not be defended at Survivor Series, but they will be somewhat featured, I guess, as a part of that Raw versus SmackDown. As Dakota Kai talking to Candice and Indy Hartwell there at ringside, just kind of taking their time. As, look at Natalya, Bulldog, spiking Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai back up to her feet. Can she get something going? No. Just like that, Natalya keeping on the pace here. And now Natalya, she's going to be the main feature right now because Tamina's down and out at ringside momentarily. And that's what happens when you have one partner do all the stuff in this matchup. You know, you're going to have to dig down deep and deal with it because Tamina might be out for a while in this match. Natalya going to drag her closer to the ropes. Let's see what does Natalya have on her mind here. Oh, looks like she's thinking sharpshooter. Sharpshooter about to be applied. Yes, she's able to toss her. And now, let's see if Candice is able to break it up. Yes, she's able to, thankfully. It's been a really good women's tag match to open up Monday Night Raw. After this very match, you will see the European Championship on the line as Bobby Lashley challenges Cedric Alexander for that championship. We saw a new champion last week as Walter knocked off Kevin Nash. Walter made his big debut last week, and Tamina and Natalya pick up the victory over Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai tonight. Good back and forth matchup, but in the end of the night here, good back and forth match ends with your tag team champions walking out with a non-title victory, and show you why they are the women's tag team champions. Can Natalya and Tamina contribute to Team Raw at Survivor Series and pick up a big win against SmackDown? We will find out next week at Survivor Series, but we now see if Cedric Alexander can survive Bobby.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE European Championship.
just like our lovely ring announcer just said, this is for the European Championship. Cedric Alexander is going to have one tough test ahead of him. Cedric Alexander did lose recently to The Miz here on Monday Night Raw. It was not defended, but it was kind of when Cedric Alexander had the new championship of the European Championship after it was coming from the Cruiserweight Championship, and it got morphed into the European Championship. But we'll see if Cedric Alexander can survive tonight's matchup against Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley will be taking on Omos next Sunday here at Survivor Series. It's going to be a big one-on-one colossal matchup. Bobby Lashley is going to have a hell of a fight on his hand. Bobby Lashley has already defeated Omos one-on-one and knows exactly what he has in store. It's a big shame that, you know, it's come to this between Bobby Lashley and all the Hurt Business. MVP is just absolutely done with Bobby Lashley. Just not seeing eye to eye, and wants Bobby Lashley to be a certain way, trying to control Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley's like, just let me be myself. But whatever. But here is your European champion and the rest of the Hurt Business, ladies and gentlemen. There is the big man, Omos. You got Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP coming out here right now. Omos, the big man, can help out his buddies as much as he can. There's something about that big man that MVP sees, that if you replace Bobby Lashley with a man like Omos, you've got to definitely see him as a major player here on Monday Night Raw, and we're gonna have to wait and see how that's gonna fare here on Raw. As there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the very legendary European Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley. And introducing the champion from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, he is the WWE European Champion, Cedric Alexander.
There is your European champion, Cedric Alexander. The big question, though, is if Bobby Lashley wins tonight, does he pull double duty at Survivor Series? Does he take on Omos? As well as, does he go the Raw versus SmackDown route? Does Lashley also take on the Intercontinental Champion, Big E? Because on SmackDown, Cedric Alexander would go on to actually come out and invade. Referee ringing that bell. Here we go. Lashley and Cedric Alexander. Highly anticipated match here on Monday Night Raw. Big question is, can Cedric Alexander keep Bobby Lashley down, or will we see a new champion? We saw one new champion last week with Walter upsetting Kevin Nash. We got a new reign for the $1 Million Champion, and we're going to see if Cedric Alexander can stay up against Bobby Lashley, or if it'll be one of those things where Bobby Lashley runs through Cedric Alexander tonight and we have ourselves a new champion. It'll be a big question that we'll be answering here anytime now. Big punch there from Lashley. The Almighty looking to take Cedric Alexander to school here tonight. And look at Lashley just stomping away on the chest there of Cedric Alexander. Oh, look at Lashley. Had that well scouted. The MMA background coming to a head there, that just kind of blocking moves and getting ready for Cedric Alexander there. Referee in position. Not even a 1 count. Lashley's like, okay, I gotta. It's very frustrating, but I'm gonna have to continue to go to work here. As now, oh, look at the strength and power, the finesse there of Bobby Lashley. Just a 1 count. And look at Lashley. He's like, okay, the running power slam. This has got to be kind of getting irritating here. And if Lashley wants to win this championship, he's got to be very, very careful not to, get himself disqualified, or, I don't know, just kind of get too frustrated in this matchup where his emotions overtake himself. Because, yeah, he's trying to get payback from the Hurt Business and everything like that, but
If you want to become champion, you cannot get yourself distracted or get too frustrated in a matchup. Lashley either needs to, try to go for a spear or, the full Nelson or the Dominator, anything to really help himself out. It's that nice scoop slam or that power slam there from Lashley. And look at these big haymakers to the face of Cedric Alexander. I figured this stable of the Hurt Business would be a long time type of thing, but in getting rid of a major player like Bobby Lashley, it's very surprising when you think about it at the end of the day. But MVP is the one that's, the main guy in terms of the leader. Yeah, there's a lot of veterans in this stable of Shelton Benjamin and MVP. Cedric Alexander he's been in the business for a long time. Hold on a minute, Bobby Lashley with that full Nelson. Will he make Cedric Alexander tap out? Are we going to see ourselves a new European champion? But Bobby Lashley has to let go, losing his grip right there, unfortunately. Oh, and a spear out of nowhere, spearing the guts out. And look at Lashley taunting when he could be picking up the win here. But I think he just looked at Omos and taunted him, flashed it, and let him know that he is the new European champion. And there's not a lot of people who can say that they knocked off Cedric Alexander. But ever since Cedric Alexander got changed from the Cruiserweights division to the European Championship, he has been losing. He lost to Miz a couple weeks back, and now he's lost to Bobby Lashley and lost his championship, which is very unfortunate for Cedric Alexander. But at the end of the day, Bobby Lashley is your new European champion, and there is a possibility this man will be pulling double duty at Survivor Series. It possibly could be Lashley versus Big E now, and Bobby Lashley versus Omos at Survivor Series. Big congratulations to the new champion.
And now we have some tag team action, ladies and gentlemen, as the Viking Raiders get an opportunity against the Raw Tag Team Champions. This match was supposed to be scheduled last week here on Monday Night Raw, but Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano decided to take another week of vacation. And the Viking Raiders weren't too happy about it. We were actually able to sit down with them earlier about it. They were looking forward to getting their hands on the Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano of the Raw Tag Team Champions. But they also said that, the future is bright here with these tag teams. And they look forward to facing off with the likes of RK Bro and many other tag teams here, and even Imperium as well, especially the days there in NXT. But Viking Raiders are looking to take over the tag team division and show what a real tag team is, especially tonight. And hopefully you guys will join the raid tonight. It is Eric and Ivar. These two big men can deal a lot of damage, and we're gonna see if they can handle the Raw Tag Team Champions Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. We did say that we were supposed to hear, or at least have another surprise part of the way, and I don't know what in the terms of recruiting who they possibly could be getting, but I guess we are about to find out. There is Johnny Gargano, Austin Theory, as I do see a man behind. That looks like that's Dexter Lumis there, ladies and gentlemen. A newly acquired superstar traded from NXT to Monday Night Raw. Johnny Gargano must have had some kind of meeting of some sort with Johnny Gargano, or Johnny Gargano had a meeting with HBK and must have saw something in Dexter Lumis. I don't know what exactly, what they're seeing, because we have Indy Hartwell joining the way as well. So the stable, you could call, it has a total of 6 members now. So be very curious to kind of see where this goes, or I should say 5, because, well, no, it would be 6, pardon me. But nonetheless, here we go. And referee about to be attacked, unfortunately. Gargano trying to stop him. But Eric gonna Eric is going to take out the referee inadvertently, though. Referee probably had it coming. But this is going to be a good old-fashioned tag team match, ladies and gentlemen. An actual tag team that have been together for a very long time, over a decade or so. And then you got Gargano and Austin Theory, a up-and-coming tag team who are actually your Raw Tag Team Champions. And we'll have to wait and see how they're going to fare, especially against Cruise Control, Apollo Crews, and Buddy Murphy, another makeshift tag team that so far have worked quite well with each other. As Ivar looking to go to work here, these big haymakers to the dome of Johnny Gargano. Gargano's going to be very careful to take too many haymakers to the face there. And now Ivar, the big man, going for a kick. Gargano had that well scouted. And Gargano's going to have to do anything possible to get the big man Ivar on his back. Go for the knees or something. Oh, look at that. The Frankensteiner. Very, very brutal. Could this be enough? Oh, just a one count. That's a beautiful maneuver there from Johnny Gargano, especially out of nowhere. And now Gargano missing that springboard cross body, I guess you could call it. And now he's going to get taken out by Ivar. Here we go with the pinfall attempt. Will that be enough? 2. Oh, wait a minute. Viking Raiders pick up the win there, but referee did not see it. A quick win there. And big win for Ivar and Eric, but referee again messing up. These referees are not doing their job real well, and Ivar and Eric pick up the win early and quick here on Monday Night Raw. As now, here we go. It is going to be Mustafa Ali representing Team Rollins tonight, and especially at Survivor Series, it is going to be Team Rollins versus Team Edge. But tonight is Mustafa Ali challenging Shinsuke Nakamura. And last week, Mustafa Ali was trying to get the upper hand on Shinsuke Nakamura. Ali would get some offense in a little bit backstage there, but Nakamura ultimately would get the upper hand and be taking out Mustafa Ali. So tonight we get a one-on-one singles matchup, and the leaders of both teams will be out here. Rollins for Mustafa Ali and Edge for Shinsuke Nakamura. And big stipulation for this matchup, like we've discussed before, if Rollins were to lose, he will be going to SmackDown. If Edge loses, he is no longer on Monday Night Raw and will be going to SmackDown. And you can see the intensity on the face there of Seth Rollins. He's taking this very, very seriously. He was there on SmackDown for a long time before coming to Monday Night Raw and being the face of Monday Night Raw there for the longest time. But that's when Edge would come back and take the spotlight, and Seth Rollins is like, no, this is my spotlight. I'm sick of you trying to take my spotlight. And everything like that. So I mean, it sucks like that's happening right now, but nonetheless, I mean, Rollins needs to get over himself. As there is Shinsuke Nakamura, ladies and gentlemen, with Edge at his back there. Nakamura is a former Universal Champion in this series, ladies and gentlemen. Knows how to get it done in the middle of that ring, and Nakamura will be a part of Team Edge. Team Edge is obviously Edge, Shinsuke Nakamura, Riddle, and Randy Orton. And obviously we know Edge and Randy Orton back in their day had a lot of history, especially as tag team champions back in their early days of Monday Night Raw. What was that, like 2005? 2004, 2005, if I remember correctly, maybe 2006, but long time ago. And Nakamura, a big fan favorite here tonight, and we'll see how he fares against Mustafa Ali next here on Monday Night Raw. And Nakamura, I mean, for himself, he's looking to get himself back in those rankings. I mean, especially after Survivor Series, the next pay-per-view is TLC, a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. And, you know, for Nakamura, he wants to be, you know, get that opportunity for a championship. But it may take some time. Let's look at Nakamura. Big takedown there from Nakamura. Want to go for that pinfall attempt. Is this enough? 2. Very close. Almost enough to put away Mustafa Ali. And if you guys are just tuning in, we do have ourselves a new European champion. Bobby Lashley able to take it away from Cedric Alexander. We do got some breaking news regarding that situation. So right now, Shawn Michaels has confirmed backstage that yes, Bobby Lashley will be pulling double duties. Bobby Lashley will be taking on Omos in one matchup, and later on in that night, Bobby Lashley will be defending his championship, or I should say not defending his championship, but he will be taking on Big E in a champion versus champion Raw versus SmackDown matchup against Big E. So that should be a very exciting matchup, to say the least. Now Mustafa Ali going to toss Nakamura onto the ringside area now. And that is not where you want to be if you're Nakamura. Now look at Ali. Being very, very cocky, confident young man here. Oh my God. Very brutal young man. Let's see if Mustafa Ali can get something going here. Referee out of 4. Ali going to go back in the ring. We could have ourselves a count out here. Let's see if Ali wants that. And referee's like, nope, you stay in the ring. I will deal with this. As Rollins trying to interfere in this matchup. As Ali here. DDT. Springboard DDT. Nakamura could be out of it, ladies and gentlemen. Will that be enough to put him away? No. Very, very close. As now Ali. Mustafa Ali here. Oh, big takedown there. Takes down Nakamura. And a big old cannonball missing, but I think the knees got up there for Nakamura. And then a big knee right to the midsection. Look at cocky, confident Nakamura now. And saying it's in. He's going to put away Ali. But Ali one step ahead of him now. And if you're Seth Rollins, you got to be, helping out Ali as much as you can in the terms of, scouting and just kind of showing Ali as much as you can. As now Ali has Nakamura in position, just a 1 count, so don't get too frustrated. He's just going to have to go for a pinfall or, bigger moves here. As what does Mustafa Ali have in store here? Through the ropes, slingshot, facebuster. Takes down Nakamura. But Ali not going to go for the pinfall. He probably knows that. It's going to take a little bit more, and that's what he's going to do right now. Submission hold, middle of the ring. Referee literally right in the face of Nakamura asking him, is he going to tap? Can he survive? Middle of the ring. And Nakamura with a clubbing elbow to the dome. And look at Nakamura, a little taunt there to Ali. Going to go for the pinfall now with this opportunity here. 2, 3, that drop kick, yes, was enough. I think, Nakamura probably just that adrenaline going through him here, taking it all out of him, and that drop kick just kind of knocked him out. And at the end of the day, it was enough to put away Shinsuke Nakamura, and a much-needed win, actually, for Mustafa Ali. A surprising win at that. Is right here the final moments with that pinfall being enough to put away Shinsuke Nakamura. Will Mustafa Ali play a big part in that matchup at Survivor Series next week, ladies and gentlemen? We will have to wait and find out.
A lot of you guys are calling that win last week over Kevin Nash an upset. It was no upset. It was to be expected. Shawn Michaels brought me over to Monday Night Raw for a reason. He needed a extermination of the NWO, and I did exactly that. Now, will I be helping out Shawn Michaels all the time? Hell no, because that is not my purpose here on Monday Night Raw. It is about destruction, wins, and championships, and helping out my stable Imperium and taking over Monday Night Raw one day at a time. Now next week, Imperium is sending a message. And that's going to start with my challenge next week. And my challenge is to Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston, I know you're a part of Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. So I'm going to show you what exactly I'm going to be bringing to the table as I decimate your buddy Xavier Woods on Monday Night Raw. Tonight I'm going to show Ember Moon why exactly you should never mess with the superhero. Tonight I'm going to pull out all the stops and I am going to become the new Raw Women's Champion. And I'm going to be going to Survivor Series, not Ember Moon. Oh, what the hell? Ember Moon? Out of nowhere? We're supposed to have this Women's Champion right after this promo from Nikki Cross. But it seems like we're not going to get that, at least not at the moment. Ember Moon not too happy about her failed invasion on SmackDown, and going to toss her right into that light equipment that we have back here at Monday Night Raw. And now Ember Moon going to send a message. Oh, no. Ember Moon through the table. Puts Nikki Cross through the damn table. Come on, Ember. There is no need for that whatsoever. And I think this is just going to be tossing our championship matchup out of the way. It's like she had this well planned and well scouted out for some reason. I don't know what the hell her problem was, honestly. Oh my God. She is not playing around, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the hell Ember Moon has just got into ever since winning that championship. It's just something that's snapped inside of her.
What a hit from Ember Moon.
But Ember Moon destroying Nikki Cross, and that is going to put us where we have to get ready for our main event now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have no more time for this backstage brawl as Ember Moon ultimately get the upper hand over Nikki Cross tonight.
There's certainly an element of danger inherent in a notice.
Main event time here on Monday Night Raw. It is a shame that we didn't ultimately get to see a big-time Raw Women's Championship match due to Ember Moon attacking Nikki Cross. It just seems like, or I should say Nikki A.S.H. But in the terms of what Ember Moon is doing right now, you know, she said that she's challenging Nikki A.S.H. last week to a Raw Women's Championship, and she's going to send a message to Becky Lynch and everything. And then she goes to SmackDown, attacks Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch ultimately gets the upper hand, and instead of us getting that Raw Women's Championship match from Ember Moon and Nikki A.S.H., Ember Moon absolutely destroys Nikki A.S.H. backstage, and we don't get that, which is very unfortunate. So I don't know what we're going to ever see that matchup for the Raw Women's Championship. But tonight, it is a big-time tag team match, ladies and gentlemen. It is the NWO, Kevin Nash and Hollywood Hulk Hogan, taking on Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Last week we saw Cody Rhodes debut against The Miz in the main event and looked very phenomenal against The Miz there. And we're going to see how he's going to fare against the NWO there at Survivor Series. It's going to be Hogan, Nash, Hall, X-Pac taking on Team Raw, Shawn Michaels, Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes. If Team Raw loses, Eric Bischoff becomes the Raw General Manager, and there may be a new, a makeover per se from Eric Bischoff in the terms of it might become Monday Night Nitro. From all intents and purposes, it sounds like that's what Eric Bischoff would do. And also, that would mean Shawn Michaels is no longer Raw GM. The WWE Championship would stay with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. But let's say Shawn Michaels wins, then he would be staying the Raw General Manager, as well as we would have ourselves, the WWE Championship would be coming back to Monday Night Raw. The question is, who would be the WWE Champion? Because, I mean, Shawn Michaels wouldn't take the WWE Championship for himself, so it would either go to McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, or Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe had a perfect opportunity last week here on Monday Night Raw, after Walter defeated Kevin Nash for the $1 Million Championship, Shawn Michaels was trying to get lucky in terms of trying to take all the championships all at once. So Hogan, who was backstage, was forced to defend his championship last week against Samoa Joe, and Hogan ultimately would win that match. And, you know, for Cody Rhodes, he said that he's willing to help out Shawn Michaels, and that Shawn Michaels added him to this matchup. So we'll see how Cody Rhodes will be faring in terms of how that's going to be next Sunday. So we have this week and next week's Monday Night Raw, and obviously SmackDown and everything to go through before we get there. But this crowd is absolutely loving what they're seeing with this man, Cody Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen. He is back in a WWE ring. He is in action tonight. The American Nightmare is back. He's doing this for his family, doing it for his late, great dad, Dusty Rhodes. And everyone is very proud of him. But for Cody Rhodes, he's saying he came back for the WWE Championship. And he's doing it for his family. He knows there's going to be a lot of ups and downs and that everyone's going to be coming after him. But tonight, he's going to do everything in his power to walk out with that championship. Or not tonight, but in the near future. As here is Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen. Former WWE champion in his own right. And I would like to know if he's getting closer to 100%. He has been dealing with some minor injuries, especially after Hell in a Cell, and then the night after when McIntyre was trying to get his championship back. He failed in that attempt, so the question is if McIntyre will get another opportunity here soon. I guess that will be depending on what happens at Survivor Series. But tonight we get a first ever NWO versus McIntyre and Cody Rhodes type of matchup here. It's going to be an all-out brawl. A little taste of what's to come at our lovely Survivor Series pay-per-view. I don't know what's going to happen if the NWO end up taking over Monday Night Raw, what the landscape is going to look like. I mean, yeah, the NWO were signed by Shawn Michaels, and I think Shawn Michaels is regretting that. He was hoping that, you know, this NWO thing would be more of, you know, them wrestling other competitors and not doing what they did back at Nitro and everything, but this invasion is definitely something different. Cody Rhodes and Hollywood Hulk Hogan starting us off here. Can Rhodes and McIntyre send a message to the NWO tonight? Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, dropping him right on that head and neck area there. Let's see if Cody Rhodes can, you know, somehow get something going and pull off a massive win against the NWO. Monday Night Raw's go-home show is going to be a stacked card for sure. We got Bobby Lashley taking on MVP one-on-one. Be a massive night for sure, as well as we are going to see a big matchup between Walter taking on Xavier Woods. Sending a message to Kofi Kingston that is a part of the Team Raw team there. Is look at Nash with a flying elbow to the chest there, Cody. As well as, very close to a 3 count there. As well as Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He'll be in action in a one-on-one bout. We don't know who the competitor is, but as of right now, Hollywood Hulk Hogan is scheduled to be in a one-on-one contest next week before his big Survivor Series matchup, as well as plenty more to come. And I also am being confirmed that next week there will be a massive 6-man tag matchup between Team Raw, or I should say Team Rollins, Team Rollins versus Team Edge. Is a Rhodes cutter there from Cody Rhodes, or even I guess you could call it the Cody cutter. That is a beautiful powerbomb. But like I mentioned, a massive 6-man tag on Monday Night Raw. Look at that, Cody Rhodes stealing it. I guess I'll have to address this big 6-man tag with a little bit of a cliffhanger. But Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre pick up the win over Hogan and Kevin Nash as we get some highlights here. Let's look at Nash. Gets hit with this power bomb here. Look at this beautiful power bomb. That's not his normal maneuver, but ultimately Nash at the last second put it away, and I ultimately don't blame the referee for not seeing because it was the last second. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre pick up the win in the main event of Monday Night Raw.
These two just might be the best tag team on the roster today.
And now Elias and Matt Riddle backstage here going at it. We're trying to announce a big matchup for next week here. And now Elias, oh my God. It's supposed to be Elias. It's going to be Elias, Sami Zayn, and Mustafa Ali next week against Riddle, Edge, and Randy Orton. And now look at Ali out of nowhere. Randy Orton and Ali backstage as well. Chaos here on Monday Night Raw. What in the hell is going on? Oh my God. And Ali just going to try and take him out as much as he can here. Elias took it out Matt Riddle. Oh my God, right into that. I believe that's glass there, unless it's plexiglass, but I mean nonetheless. Oh my God, again. Ali is not playing around here. Oh my God, again. Can we get some help back here? Oh my God. And another drop kick. And another one. Ali taking out Orton here.
Producing a trampling.
Looks like I just trying to leave the building here. Oh my God! Sami Zayn with the damn shovel. What the hell? Where do you get that from? You're inside of arena. What are you gonna do with that? What in the hell is going on here on Monday Night Raw? What in the? Oh my God! Right on the damn shovel too. You gotta be kidding me. What in the hell is going on here to end Monday Night Raw? Everything is just broken down. Oh my God, right into the damn taillight. That is not going to be feeling too good. And again, just Sami Zayn just tossing him onto the vehicle. Not playing around whatsoever here. And oh no. This ain't good. Oh no, not a stop sign. This, yeah, Sami Zayn ain't gonna stop with that. Oh my God. Edge is just in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, on top of his head too.
To be successful in a no disqualification match.
And now look at.
Ruthless one, Cole. You can't show
Oh my God. The disciples have been told what to do tonight, and they are doing what exactly is what expected of them. Oh my God. And a big boot. Come on. Is this really what you guys wanted? Is this really what you guys wanted? And an uppercut. And now I'm being told, now Rollins has Shinsuke Nakamura in the middle of the ring. What the hell is going on right now? We'll get some cameras back out there as soon as we can. Is Sami Zayn not done with Edge here? Can't really see with this lovely pole in the way. Oh my God. And oh, look, we got Rollins. Rollins throwing Nakamura in the middle of that ring. Oh no, Seth gonna signal it. Oh, Rollins with a brutal, very brutal curb stomp there to Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, come on, Rollins, you set your point, but might as well. There's no cavalry coming for Nakamura, and another one just for one good measure. Seth Rollins and the Disciples take out all of Team Edge tonight to end Monday Night Raw.